We are just across the Allegheny River from downtown Pittsburgh at rain-soaked Heinz Field in the Steel City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Ready, 18 Gators. Big score, go.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 4 from the 31.
You draw quarters. You're out.
Now it's Hines. Yeah, he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 6.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
Hey, Sam on. Rush in.
Out of the gun, Rudolph. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 44-yard line. Rudolph on first down. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down.
Watch his flat. Watch his flat. Hey, Echo. Joker. Switch.
From the gun, here's Rudolph. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
That's it. Ready? Right 54. Right 54. Get your swarm on. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
4 receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7.
Great. 54 Mike. 54 Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Go. You can't block me. Right there. 54. Right? 8. Watch the run.
Newton now to throw. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Check 52. Tight dog. Switch. Shoot. Check. Back. Check 24.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Now a play fake here on first down. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. On second down, Eckler. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Here we go. 8, read. Greystone, travel. Check.
Play action. It's Rudolph. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Check safety. Kill. 22 jet bomber. He's coming. Leo. He's coming, double up. Go.
They'll run on first down. Hines. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Panthers' 39-yard line.
Ready, break.
We're scoreless after one.
Hey, Rihanna. Go, set. 10 over. Hey, switch gears.
Ready? On second down now. It's Hines. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Steelers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Rudolph now to throw. And that's caught by Smith. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Let's go now. 15 line. Look at me. Go.
On first down, Hines. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
From the red zone now, Rudolph. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Dante Jackson picks it. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
And I can see why they're ranked 4th in the NFL against the run. I mean, they are tough to move the ball against. I mean, they have a little bit of everything, right? Run stoppers inside, guys who can make plays outside.
We've seen them shut down running games already this year. They're at it again.
On the double. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Shoot.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run here with Eckler. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Rudolph looking to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
And the Steelers on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Shotgun snap for Rudolph. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Newton buying time to his left. And incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore.
Complete to DJ Moore. It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
55. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go.
From the gun, here's Newton. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down.
Ready? Got 180. Check 55. Push him back. Ready?
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Rip right. 8.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Going quickly out wide to Moore. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
This is McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards and a Panther first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Mike by 4. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Great.
They'll run with McCaffrey, and a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Gun. Mike, 58, right there. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. And 58 is the Mike. Go 58 is the Mike. And what?
They'll try the air now with Newton. Flushed out right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And this one is right through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Taylor Gabriel in the final seconds of the first half as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This one taken from the 7. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
From the 36, Newton dancing to his left. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now a run with McCaffrey. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through it, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Following the fumble recovery, Newton. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Steelers will get it at their own 20-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Second and 9 now from the 21.
Watch the curve. Watch the curve.
Hey, high 7.
Check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. It's our field.
Let's go.
Back to throw, Rudolph. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Single.
Squeeze.
Now it's Rudolph. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
At the 30-yard line.
Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Check 3. Check 99.
Go.
Rudolph looking to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Rudolph going to throw again. The open man is Smith. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
This quarterback now 11 of 16 through the air. It's first and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Hines. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
61, matchbox lights. Check, crouch.
They run with Hines. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 6, now second and 4. Now Rudolph. And it's caught. And he's brought down. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's another Steelers first down. First down and
Go now. 10 logo. Come on, boy.
Rudolph sneaks it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Mason Rudolph, his second touchdown of the afternoon, and the Steelers have taken the lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and the lead is now 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken from the 7. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try to play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. So second and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's Newton. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 39.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
54. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. You must be.
Out of the gun, Newton. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Ray McLeod, the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Great.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike.
They snap it to Newton. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, just kicking a field goal there, that's a decision that could be open to second guessing. You know, you're trying to get back within a field goal, but it didn't work out as planned.
And now you're banking on your defense to be motivated enough to get out there and get the ball back for you. I think if that ball goes through the post, the defense is naturally motivated, even elevated in their mission. Now they've got to find a way to dig down deep and get it done.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes
accelerating, and off he goes. The 20, 10, touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Rudolph. That's complete to Arcega-Whiteside. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have once again taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go! The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. On 1st down, Irvin. And his first carry, he loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Sideline throw, that's caught by Moore. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 32-yard line.
1st down.
Newton now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Newton. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver, penalty flag had to come out.
McCaffrey following the penalty. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Newton. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. J.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
Mike 55, Mike 55. What's the curl? What's the curl? What's the curl? Mike 55. 8. Let's go, team.
Operating from the gun, Newton. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
20. Check back. Mike is a 15. Check back 15.
Here we go on 4th. Newton. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. T.J. Watt. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Set. Hey, exit. 30 base. He's not going to get me.
Rudolph. Got a man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. 19 yards that time for number 19. Well, clear running situation. Trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Rocket. Like, slam. Get it.
Here's Hines. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation.
A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
Come on, set. 90, Wolf.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
Shoot.
Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. They said their goal was to win 7 games. They've done that pretty early in the year.
I think it's time for them to elevate that number and really make a big push to finish this season strong.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Heinz Field.